Well, here I am, folks, at the Duncansby Head stacks. It's the end of the east coast for me as I continue my journey around the entire coast of mainland Scotland. It's taken me just over 6 months to get here, and 23 episodes later. And you know, when I set out to do this road trip, I thought it was going to be all about the places that I go, but taking time to reflect on the journey so far, I've realised it's the people that I've met along the way that have made it so special. And for those of you that are watching for the very first time, this is going to give you a flavour of what you've missed so far. And for those of you that have followed me every step of the way up the east coast, I really hope you enjoy this little recap. What is it they say? People make Scotland. The journey had barely begun before complete strangers started opening doors for me. I want to see what this is about. Here, this statue, Willie Spears. I'll need to have a look into that.
Good morning. Are you David Man in a Van?
Yeah.
Come and have coffee.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Come across.
What's your name?
My name's Wendy. This is my cafe.
Brilliant.
When you put up the post you were going to do the North Coast and come round, I
Yeah.
messaged you and said, because I've followed you for years.
All right, okay.
When you started to come in.
Oh,
Mrs.
brilliant.
Welcome.
Coffee's actually really good. Oh, just what I needed. Yeah, so what's the statue all
Willie
about?
Spears.
What's his name, sorry?
His name is Willie Spears.
Right.
He stood up against the church because the church were taxing, as far as I know, were taxing the fishermen. And he got the town to all go to Ayton for a meeting to talk to the bigwigs to stop this taxation happening. And so the fishermen weren't penalised because they were paying money in. And the town was
Right,
broke as
okay,
it
so
was.
he was like the...
He stood up. He was the Wat Tyler of Eyemouth.
Right,
If that
okay.
makes sense to you. If you know the history. He stood up against the church.
Too right. Now it turned out that Wendy's act of kindness was only the beginning. Yeah, well, we're actually closed at the moment, but I have bumped into Fraser, who works for the National Trust of Scotland, and he's just going to tell us a little bit about how this actually worked, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, Preston Mill is probably the oldest surviving water mill in Scotland. Our roots are truly ancient. The earliest record we have of a mill here is when it was repaired in 1598.
When it was repaired.
Yes,
Right.
it suggests it was much older. There was a priory close to here in the 12th century.
Okay.
And it's possible the monks of the priory might have built the first mill here. So there could have been a mill on this site for 800 years.
Wow.
Wouldn't have looked like this the whole time. It's been changed and altered all through its history. This building is a kiln. It's an oven for drying oats. And oats were the main diet of the local people.
Yeah.
You would have a bowl of porridge for your breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
You would go to work in the fields, and your midday snack would almost certainly be your piece, which was porridge which had been left over, poured into a wooden drawer in your kitchen dresser. And once it had dried, you would cut yourself a slice, and that was your piece.
All
And
right,
that replaced
okay.
the bread in your sandwiches.
Right,
So you
okay.
would take your piece, and you would either eat it cold as it was, or you might fry it, heat it up that way. When you
Right,
came home at night, you've probably got oatmeal again. Might be in the form of something like haggis, or
right,
added
okay.
into a stew, but you were eating oats
Constantly.
practically every meal of your life.
Yeah, I mean, I like my porridge, but maybe not quite that quite that much.
Yes. And it would be very plain compared to what we're used to.
Yeah.
The only flavouring they would have on their porridge would be salt.
Right, okay. The old traditional
so
way.
a bit of fruit or syrup or anything like that.
No
that might
honey.
be made to make
Yeah.
it a bit more exciting. At one time there would have been kilns like this throughout Scotland.
Yep.
We think ours is the only one left, so it truly is a unique building.
Wow.
And one of the reasons it's probably still here is because they accidentally made it look pretty.
They did, it's gorgeous, it is.
About 400 years ago, it started to subside, and they added these stone buttresses around the outside to stop it from collapsing.
Right, okay.
Regular kilns are quite sort of simple cylindrical buildings,
Right.
but our one
Yeah, it's
out
kind of wonky, but
Yeah.
it's really unique.
A lot of our visitors think it looks a bit like Hagrid's house from Harry Potter.
Something like that, or yeah, something from, I don't know, Lord of the Rings or something yeah, along those lines. Thank you so much, honestly.
You're very welcome.
I was so
Thanks
lucky
for
you just popped out
stopping
there to
by.
walk the dog. So no, thank you very much, really appreciate it. And what really struck me wasn't just the history Fraser shared, it was the fact he'd taken time out of his own day before carrying on with his dog walk to unlock the mill and show me around while it was closed for the winter. It was another reminder of the generosity I kept finding everywhere I went. And as I continued my journey north, every stop seemed to introduce me to someone else who was passionate about sharing their own little corner of Scotland. And none more so than Sue from the Save Weems Ancient Cave Society, or SWACS as they're better known. Honestly, I wasn't prepared for what she was about to show me. Hi folks, well I did say I was very, very excited to be here, and I've met Sue from SWACS that has come to give me the cave tour of the Pictish carvings in Weems. Sue, thanks so much for taking time out of your day to meet me and do this. Honestly, it's greatly appreciated. Just to give folks an idea of how it kind of works, you can book tours on their website to come inside the gated caves to see these amazing carvings. But however, I do believe it's generally at the weekend, isn't it?
We do our public tours every Sunday from April through to September.
Right.
But it's always an option to get in touch with us, and we can make ad hoc arrangements. For that, we do need notice, but the tours are all free. We want to spread the knowledge of these caves as much as we can, and help people to appreciate them. So
yeah, brilliant.
We don't charge either way.
No, well listen, thank you so much, and I cannot wait to see it. Should we go in the first one?
Yeah.
Hidden beneath the streets of East Weems lies one of Scotland's most remarkable archaeological treasures. Scattered along these sandstone sea caves is the largest collection of Pictish carvings anywhere in the country. Hundreds of mysterious symbols carved into the rock over 1500 years ago. No one knows exactly what many of them mean. There are Pictish beasts, crosses, double disc symbols, animals, and even what some believe may be a carving of the ancient Celtic deity Cacidius. But perhaps the most extraordinary of them all lies hidden inside this cave. A beautifully carved boat, complete with oars, dating to around 300 AD, and if that date is correct, it could well be the oldest known carving of a boat anywhere in Scotland. Looking at these carvings, it's hard not to wonder who created them and what they were trying to tell us all those centuries ago. But more than 1500 years later, these symbols are still keeping their secrets. And it's volunteers like Sue who give up their own time to help keep the mystery and wonder of places like this alive. By now, I was beginning to realise something. The more miles I covered, the more I realised this journey wasn't about ticking places off a map. It was about meeting the people who gave those places their character.
This is like the whole. Obviously, it's a fishing, community, and it's evolved over the years. But for me, this is the part that I love the most because. My mum grew up in this house, number 4, when she was a wee girl, and that side of my family it's a very fishing heritage side of things. But this part, when I walk down the street or view it, this is the bit that feels like stepping back in time a little bit. Yeah. It feels a bit unchanged. And it just, I think I romanticise about that quite a lot.
Yeah. No, but it does. But that's one of the things, that's one of the charms of seaside Scottish villages. I found that when I was in St Abbs down on the east coast as well. Definitely. They are like that. They're sort of timeless, and they are kind of do have that unchanged sort of feel,
Yeah, same. I was up in like the Moray coast as well, and you almost feel home from home a little bit. Yeah. You definitely feel a connection. But I think for me, I always need to stay beside the sea. There's something strange about it if I'm not beside the sea.
Are we gonna get hit with the water here?
We might. That's part of the fun, though.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun. That's what we're talking about. This is the best thing. Rolling in towards Ike.
Well, that's us just finished this little beautiful tour of Pitt and Weem with John here. Thank you so much, honestly.
Man, it's been awesome having you here.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Living here and breathing it and seeing it in all its elements really does help. Today, I think we've got an awesome day for showcasing what this place can be like in the winter. It's been awesome. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Can't feel my fingers, but I've got a smile on my face.
Yeah, ditto.
So that means we've had a good day. I think.
It was, and the funny thing is as well, I actually in the end couldn't have got a better day for it.
100% agree.
Like I couldn't have got a better day for it. So it just shows you, folks, it doesn't matter if it's sunny or if it's wet or it's raining or it's really windy. The day is what you make of it, ultimately, at the end of the day.
Yep.
But thanks very much, honestly.
No, man, it's
really
been a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Cool.
Every village, town and city in Scotland has its own story. But every now and then you meet someone who perfectly captures the character of the people who call it home. For me, in Dundee, that person is local folk musician and busker Eric Goodmanson. And here is a little sample of his Dundee song.
You want to know where the best wee tune is in Scotland? Possibly in Britain. Here's your answer. How are you, Michael?
Good to see you.
Good, like. All good, pal. Keeping the earth above the daisies anyway. I have travelled many places all over God's green earth, but there's nowhere quite as special as the cradle of my birth. There's a wild and a windswept welcome raging in from the North Sea, as the city on the silvery Tay, the city of Dundee. When I'm sitting in the city square, singing is my job, or chanting down the Murray Gate to earn a couple of bob. I love to slag the passers-by and try to make them laugh, and the ones that have the least to give will always give you half. Glasgow's too divided, Edinburgh's halfy dry, Dundee towers above the rest, and here's the reason why. When the winter winds are howling, you need shelter for the storm. Dundee folk are generous, and Dundee folk are warm. There's a great mix of community, there's grannies and mums with buggies. Just to spice things up a bit, there's dafties, drunks and druggies. And most days when I'm working, someone brings me scran. And on quiet days I just sit back, sing to Desperate Dan. There he is over there. Well, there's something about this city I can't put my finger on. I'm no here all that often, and I miss it when I'm gone. Without the nutters and the worthies, I wouldn't be the same. But as I look down way up the law, I'm proud to call it home. Glasgow's too divided, Edinburgh's halfy dry, Dundee towers above the rest, and here's the reason why. When those winter winds are howling, you need shelter for the storm. Dundee folk are coothy, and Dundee folk are warm. But now, no warm the day, but now I'm getting on in years. I'm less inclined to roam. Here, missus, put a penny in there, I'm saving up for thermal underpants. But no.
Passion is contagious, and the more people I met, the more I found myself seeing Scotland through their eyes. Not far from Dundee, further up the east coast, lies Arbroath, and it was here I met Cammy from Arbroath Cliff Tours. His passion for these cliffs began as a young boy, exploring this incredible coastline before later kayaking into its sea caves. Years on, he was now sharing that same coastline and that same passion with me, and it became one of the most unforgettable experiences of my entire journey so far.
Say, between Arbroath and Auchmithie, you've probably got about 20 different caves to choose from.
Wow.
And between Arbroath and the Deal's Head, 5 of them we call the Big 5 because they are the breathtaking ones.
Right, okay.
So some of them are over 400 foot long and they end in little underground beaches or giant caverns.
Wow.
Some have little sea anemones in them.
Yeah.
Some of them have agates, you know, you collect the special volcanic rock.
Yeah.
You see all the green colour everywhere.
Oh.
So in a second, we'll all chuck our torches on. If you give it a double click, we'll really light up this ceiling. And then if you have a look up, see all the stalactites everywhere.
Oh, wow.
And the green colour is caused from sunlight. It's a type of lichen, and it grows. So as we get further in, where the sunlight doesn't penetrate, it turns all grey and creepy looking.
Wow.
This one has the best ceiling. People look up, it's incredible.
It is wild. It's like something off a movie set, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like Gollum's Lord of the Rings.
Oh, it is.
So it forks into two. This is the bright fork straight ahead, over 400 foot long, ends in a creepy little muddy cavern.
Wow.
And behind us is the world for views. That's like something that's really interesting.
That is just magic.
Also, if you go down the left fork, so I'll take you down the slide bit here. You've got these amazing stalactites up close. I'll show you them.
Oh. Wow. Oh. Oh my God.
So that's as far as we go. We're too wide.
Yeah, yeah. That is wild. Stunning, isn't it? Right, so what are we looking at here?
So we're currently about 90 foot underground. We're at the end of a 300 foot tunnel called the Stalactite Cave, and now you can see why it's called the Stalactite Cave. So this, if you have a look here, so see that's just dripping water.
Yeah.
So this here is not rock, it's calcium rich water which hardens over hundreds of thousands of years. And they grow apparently 0.1 millimetre every 10 years. So these can take tens of thousands of years to grow. So unknown. No one really knows about this in terms of Scottish tourism. So it's pretty sweet to do this every day and to show people how incredible it is.
Absolutely. I'm not gonna lie, if you guys weren't here, I would be absolutely shining myself right now with those waves coming in. How dark is it in here if we turn the torches off? Let's see how dark it is. Holy shit!
So Dave, it looks like we're going to a dead end, but this actually leads to one of the best spots in the whole entire Arbroath Cliffs. You just look at Andy there, we're going to follow him. It's going to be tight, I might need to do a ninja move to get through here, but hold on, we'll see.
Oh, it's tight.
No, we're through! Nice. So that tunnel was called Mermaid's Tunnel.
Yeah.
And it leads to one of the greatest swimming spots in the whole of Scotland. Welcome to paradise.
Right, so we've come into this beautiful little, what would you call it, like a wee cove or something? I don't know what you would call it. But it's absolutely stunning, and I've just been told here that I'm away to do a cliff jump. I'm looking forward to this. Don't know how I feel about this. Let's do it. Telling you, I better not slip. Andy, you're deliberately making this wet for me. Oh God. So just going straight out.
Straight out.
In the middle. Oh, fuck me.
There'll be a lot of bleeping on this episode.
Right. Let's go for it.
Yep!
Ah!
Yep!
Yeah, boy! Mouth full of seawater.
Oh, I wasn't filming! Did you do it again? I wasn't filming!
And what a day we got for it. Honestly, we couldn't have got a better day.
Unbelievable for March, yeah.
It's
Such a
March,
good day.
you
So
know.
good.
It was, and that cliff jump, it was absolutely freezing. even with the wetsuit on. But I hope you enjoyed that, folks. And if this is something that you would be interested in, you know, trying, even if you've never done it before. I'd never worn a wetsuit before. The only other kayak I'd ever been in before was an inflatable, which was completely different. And with Cami there as well, just leading the way, telling you everything about the caves as well. It's honestly an unforgettable experience. I would highly recommend trying it out for yourself during the season. But again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Honestly, really
Glad you
appreciate
enjoyed
it.
it. Cheers.
As I continued north, I realised that it wasn't just Scotland's landscapes people were passionate about, it was its traditions too. Time and time again, I met people dedicating their lives to keeping centuries-old skills and stories alive. And one person who instantly put a smile on my face was Susan at Portsoy Marble, whose enthusiasm for this beautiful Scottish stone was as unforgettable as she was. I've met Susan here, the manager, and we've just been having a little bit of a chat, and she's going to tell us the story about this place.
Okay,
Let's go.
fine.
Let's
Hello,
go for it.
hello, Portsoy Marble. Here we are. Okay, right. So, Tom Barnett Stewart. That's who we've got to mention first. This is really important. Tom was the owner of all of these buildings since 1967. Tom sadly passed away 6 years past January. But guess what? He's left us in trust. So we are now under the North East Scottish Preservation Trust, which is all about preserving buildings and keeping things going. Now, the legacy of Tom's will is it can never be sold.
Oh,
so
really?
that is the most fantastic thing, and for us all to be part of it is wow, okay? The shop has been here for all of the time. It used to be at the back, and Tom had various people cutting marble, Portsoy marble, but I'll take you there. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me. The best thing is, okay, here it is. So here we are, Portsoy marble. I can show you it like this. So it's serpentine. Comes in green, comes in red, but this is it in its polished state, and it's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. So here we are. Portsoy marble isn't just about Portsoy, but it's all about the continuation of this.
Yeah.
So we're so lucky that Tom had given us this to continue with. Tom went all over the world for crystals, all over the world, and he would often say, now if I get kidnapped, don't pay the ransom. So let's just say he knew about stuff, you know, but it was great. And here we are. So yeah, I don't know what else you want me to say.
Oh, I mean, I'm loving all these fossils
fossils are fantastic, you know.
and shark teeth.
And shark teeth, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, everything. And for the children to come
Devil's toenails.
and to be in here and to be allowed to actually pick things up. You hear the parents saying, now don't touch when you go in the shop, but we always say you're allowed to touch as long as you're careful, and it all works. And
Yeah.
it's nice to introduce them to real things. So
I know. I
Yeah.
mean, I was saying off camera earlier. One of my friends, also a content creator, Louisa, the Scottish geologist, she actually
Louisa's fantastic.
She said, you have to go to Portsoy
Louisa is fantastic. She's got a great vibe about her, you know.
She's great. And she really knows her stuff as well.
Yeah, I've been on one of her trips.
Oh, have you?
I did, yeah. Here in Portsoy, and if anybody ever wants to go, you must, if it's advertised again. She does it all up and down the country. It's
her tours are really busy.
You know, very good.
Oh, she's great.
Her knowledge is incredible.
I know, it really is.
Yeah,
but it's just such a beautiful shop.
Well, thank you. Well,
it really is.
And it's real stuff.
Yeah, I love these. My granddad. Yeah. My granddad was a crystallographer.
Yes.
Physicist.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And he was a physics lecturer at Dundee University, and he used to have one of these.
Brilliant. What happened to it?
In the house? I don't actually know what happened to it.
But for us, you know, it's all real.
It's just beautiful.
And it's amazing. It's amazing. The pottery, it's made just in White Hills there. And that's Watergross ceramics. We've got, you know, all of this here, which is Harley of Scotland. This is Peterhead, so they're only an hour away from us.
Yep.
But again, Harley, they're family organisation. They are 1929 started, third generation now. So for us, they're a fabulous company to work with. We've got here Lily & Co. This is Julie's goats. They are in a field just outside of Portsoy. Wow. And she makes soap and salts and all sorts of different things. And again, all of these Mint Law, these come from Joyce Taylor and Sally Gunn, who's Elgin. But over here, I'll let you see this too, because this is quite exciting. We'll have Glen Kindy Pantry, which they grow their own trees, and that is magic. It's beautiful stuff. And also Kirsten Milson, who's a farmer just at Marnock there. But here we have, again, Brian Angus. So he is printmaker in Banff. So we are very much so, you know, supporting local. Yeah. And for us, that's important too, you know?
Yeah, brilliant. Yep. And that's a big part of my road trip.
Yes.
It's all about supporting local, buying local, meeting local people, local businesses.
Our harbour is a 17th century harbour.
Yeah.
It'll never change. It's not allowed to be. And sadly, this year, on the 31st of December, the wall was knocked down with the sea.
Yeah.
So that's part of the common history. We've got Lego blocks outside right now, which we think we should paint red and blue and green and yellow. Meantime, because it might not be done this year, but, you know, it's such a beautiful place that it will be restored and it will be made, you know, proper. And for us here, with all of these buildings at the Old Harbour, the North East Scottish Preservation Trust will continue this. Yeah. And for us, it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, so, brilliant. And it's very much, it reminds me, quite a lot of these places, they remind me a little bit of that East Nuka Fife.
Oh, yes.
It's almost like stepping back in time when you visit these sort of places.
Mañana. Yeah.
Oh, Susan, thank you so much.
No, brilliant. It's
honestly,
lovely to meet you, David.
Oh,
super.
Pleasure's all mine.
And hey, what an excitement.
One of the things I love most about travelling this way is never knowing who's waiting around the next corner. Some of the people who left the biggest impression on me were those I hadn't planned to meet at all. Whilst in Inverness, I decided to join a rib adventure with Dolphin Spirit Inverness, and it was there I met Dean and Peg from Michigan. What started as a boat trip soon became one of those unexpected moments that reminds you just how travel has a way of bringing people together. We saw dolphins!
Yeah!
Yes!
Great!
Stunning, aren't they?
Yeah, gorgeous. It's nice and gentle. Really nice. Great.
So that was an amazing experience. I've met this lovely couple here from Michigan, and you're here why?
Because it's their 50th anniversary in September, so we're celebrating.
So we're celebrating early. We're doing the whole year.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to meet you both.
It's been great. Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your time here.
David,
Thank
we
you.
had a blast with you. You great. Enjoy, and
I hope you enjoy the video when you see it.
We can't wait to be watching you.
Cheers, thank you. A little further along the coast, I stopped at Sutter Creek in Cromarty for something to eat. And as I sat there enjoying my meal, I noticed a familiar face, but I just couldn't think where I'd seen her before. It was Fiona Deacon, one of the female Scottish crew who rowed over 3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean in what is deemed to be the world's toughest row. And what followed was a completely unexpected conversation with someone whose story is every bit as remarkable as the journey she'd undertaken. Excuse me, Fiona?
Yes.
Would you mind if I got a little photograph with you? Would it be okay?
Yeah, of course.
It's not every day you meet someone that's rowed across the Atlantic, you know? Is that alright? I'll take a wee selfie. Come on, turn around. No, I was looking online. I'm actually visiting Cromarty. I'm driving around the entire coast of mainland Scotland right now and filming it as I go.
Brilliant.
And it was actually the owner here said, "That's Fiona."
Because I've been drinking.
Ditto. Don't worry about it. I've been fine.
Feeling very embarrassed.
No, don't be daft. Don't be daft. Let's get a wee selfie. Can.
So we were called Scotland the Wave. We were called.
Yeah, I know. Thank you so much.
Not at all.
That's grand.
I'm delighted that you're interested.
No, it's great. You know, I've read your story before I come here, and then, well, it was the owner said, "That's Fiona sitting there." So you've got her to blame. But I was here. I was listening for the last. I've been listening for the last 20 minutes. I'm like, it's her. But listen, enjoy your meal. Nice to meet you. The more time I spent travelling around Scotland's east coast, the more I realised that behind every great community are ordinary people quietly giving up their time to make it a better place. Cromarty was a perfect example of that. Through the dedication of volunteers, this small Highland town has become one of the most welcoming and inspiring places I've visited on my journey so far. And Matt from the Cromarty Development Trust gave me a glimpse into the incredible work that's happening here. Pleasure. It's lovely to meet you.
Welcome to Cromarty. Lovely to have you.
Oh no, it's been absolutely fantastic. I've had a great few days.
I'm really pleased.
Thanks, and thanks for taking the time to meet me
Not
as
at all.
well
It's a pleasure.
today. Can you just tell us a little bit more about the work that you do, what the Trust do in general for the local community?
Yeah, happily. I mean, Cromarty is a really special place, and I think everyone would say that their place is unique, but there's something about living on the end of a peninsula, kind of a 40 minutes drive to the next town. And a kind of refusal to stop at the places on the way. There's this long-running rivalry between towns on the Black Isle. But there is a sense here of you just got to do it yourself. So if you want a cinema, yeah, you could drive to Inverness, but people don't want to do that in the evening. So we'll build our own. Or if we want a slipway with a ferry, let's do it. Or if we want a campsite, no one's going to come along and do it.
Or a seaside sauna.
Or a seaside sauna,
Yeah.
Exactly. So the Trust is a kind of one part of lots of community groups that is here to kind of help improve the quality of life and the kind of social and economic experience of people in Cromarty. That's its purpose.
So Matt, listen, it has been an absolute pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, really great.
Really
well, before we finish, I just want to, on record, just say thank you to, we've got this amazing board of volunteers that run the Trust, and then we've got 100 members, and, we haven't even mentioned the team of volunteers that run the thrift shop, give up their time on a Saturday morning, but the whole place runs. And again, I'm really careful that, the Trust is one thing, but there's so many other groups. The whole place runs by people just giving up their time, often in busy lives, in complicated lives, and just finding the time to help each other. And I'm just so grateful that people do that, because it makes it such a special place to be.
No, and I'd like to say thank you to all the people at Cromarty as well, because I've had such an amazing time here. For those of you that I've met as well, thank you for welcoming me with open arms. One thing I quickly discovered on this journey was that Scottish hospitality isn't just a stereotype. It's something I experienced time and time again. While stopping for a pint in Alness, I met Sirhat from Scran. What started as a chat in the pub soon turned into a visit to his chippy, where he introduced me to Coburn Butcher's famous haggis from Dingwall, and reminded me that some of the kindest gestures are often the simplest.
Get him to portion it for you. You can freeze it.
Huge!
Award-winning haggis, man.
I know.
It's not just the haggis.
Coburn's, is Coburn's in Alness?
It's Dingwall, but
Dingwall,
they are absolutely the best. Nobody else is better than them.
Wow. Oh, honestly, this is too much.
No, it's not.
It
man.
is, honestly.
Honestly, there's haggis and there's Coburn haggis. Like the lady.
Right, honestly, that's more than enough.
No, that's not. Don't mess with the Turk, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're Turkish, but you're more Scottish than Turkish.
Yeah, this is my home.
I'm glad.
I love Scotland. People, just amazing. My wife is Scottish.
Your son is...
My son, my 3 kids.
Yeah.
I've got 3 kids and I'm just... We go to Turkey for holiday and I'm like, Harry, I need to go home.
Ended up meeting this man at the pub there when I went for a pint.
My day off, by the way.
Oh no, Jimmy, what an absolute legend. Listen, thank you so much.
Honestly, thank you.
Honestly,
man.
Honestly, brilliant. It's brilliant to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No, cheers. Throughout this journey, I'd seen countless examples of people giving their time to others. But perhaps none left a bigger impression on me than the incredible volunteers at Highland Wildlife Rescue. Their compassion, dedication and selflessness reminded me that making a difference doesn't always happen in big ways. Sometimes it starts with helping one animal at a time. I'm here with Jane, the manager at Highland Wildlife Rescue, and I really wanted to make this stop to talk about the really important work that goes on here and what they do for the local wildlife in this area. So Jane, lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
No, thank you very much for taking the time to see me. I just have a very simple question for you. Just tell us a little bit more about what Highland Wildlife Rescue do.
So we've got a little strap line of nurturing Highland wildlife, one patient at a time. So we are a licensed all species wildlife rearing and rehabilitation centre.
Right, okay.
So for example, you're on your travels and you're having a lovely beach walk and you find a poorly puffin on the sand, beached, it's lost its waterproofing, it's in trouble. If you're in the Highlands or the islands, you pick up the phone, you talk to us. We can give advice, we can take the patient in, we can triage the patient to work out what's going on. We can provide care, medication, we've got brilliant vet backup, and our mission is to get that animal back to full health and then get it back out to the wild. So it's a second chance opportunity.
Oh, fantastic. And what sort of areas as a whole do you tend to cover then? Because the Highlands is a big area.
So the whole of the Highlands.
What?
And the islands.
Wow, right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so the whole Highland Council, basically district authority then, which is bigger than Belgium, by the way.
So we service an area bigger than Belgium.
Wow.
Yeah. So for example, we've a hedgehog in our hospital at the moment that came over on the ferry from the Isle of Lewis, found by a concerned member of the public, went to the vets and then they arranged to pop it onto the ferry and it comes over to us. So there's some special rules about invasive species. So non-natural species. On the islands there shouldn't be any hedgehogs. So we've got a relay on the go at the moment with a tiny injured hoglet, baby hedgehog. It's in Bewley at the moment. So one of our great volunteers has picked it up from Bewley to take it to Evington. And the next person meets them in Evington to take it to Tain, and the next person takes it from Tain to us. So it's a huge network, and we have had quite a big impact from some recent changes at the Scottish SPCA, whose services north of Inverness are considerably reduced to almost nothing in terms of wildlife.
And are the volunteers all from this sort of local area around Brora then, or they come from
we've
far?
got volunteers that come down from Caithness. We've got a volunteer that comes up every alternate Friday from Aviemore.
Wow, right, okay.
All over the place. Amazing people, really committed to high standards of care for wildlife that's in trouble, that want to support what we're doing. They give up their time, their fuel to come here and to help out, and they just get stuck into all kinds of jobs.
Right,
A lot of the jobs involve poop.
Clean up.
It's not
From
quite,
the enclosures.
it's not quite as glamorous as people think. There's less stroking baby owls and more cleaning poop. So
Right,
yeah,
okay.
it's not the most glamorous work, but boy, when we get it right, it's amazing. We're big on collaboration.
Yeah.
So we want to pull in resources, whether that be knowledge, skills, expertise from anybody in the
Yeah.
sector that can enhance what we're doing. It's really, really important. You can't operate, even as a licensed facility, as a little island of help for wildlife. You need outreach to lots of different people and expertise. So, for example, you get your first roe deer fawns in this year, which is what we got, your first pine marten kits that we got, and we need to reach out to people that have more expertise than us, and that includes the vets who can provide things like initial triage, maybe some x-rays, some medication, but vets don't receive an awful lot of wildlife training. So that's when the collaboration comes in. They can provide part of the help, and we can provide, you know, the knowledge that we've amassed over the last few years, so that together we can get the best solution for the wildlife. But the vet support is hugely important.
So where does the sort of funding come from for this type of thing? I mean, that must be quite a challenge these days as well.
So we're a charity for two reasons. One, because it gives us a governance and a framework, a regulatory framework to work within, so people can have trust and can rely on the fact that we're doing things properly. And secondly, because for fundraising, it is helpful for people to know that we operate in an appropriate way with our finances and our funding, and we've got treasurer oversight.
Right, okay.
We've got a patient arrival.
Oh, is this?
Yes, this is Jackie arriving with the critical hoglet. So.
Right. There's an owl coming in just now as well. God, it's all go here. I'm going to leave them to it. I don't want to interfere or be a pain. I'm just going to get one little last sort of chat with Jane, just to sort of conclude this. I just want to let them get on with their work. I don't want to be a distraction in any way. We talked a little bit about funding earlier, so I wanted just to dig a little bit more into that and how that actually is. I mean, does it come from the Scottish Government? Does it come from, you know, those sort of larger organisations that you mentioned before? How does it all work?
It comes from members of the public.
Right.
It comes from people who donate, people who send supplies, people who run their own events and then decide to support us. None of it comes from central funding. There is no, we're one of 4 main wildlife intake centres for Scotland. The Scottish SPCA have had to cut their services because of funding, and we understand that because there are limitations. You can only provide your services if you have the funding. And there's a responsibility to make sure that we don't take patients in if we don't have sufficient funds to provide the right medication, the right vet attention. Food, enclosures,
electricity, just everything.
Yeah, keeping the lights on. So all of our funding comes from members of the public. We've recently received a grant from Kilbride Wind Farm, who have provided us with sufficient funds to buy our rescue van.
Wow, right, okay.
But that's the exception. Every other penny that comes in has come from Mr. or Mrs. Public choosing to support what we do.
Wow, right, okay. And how? If anyone's watching this, I mean, because I would quite like to leave a donation, if anyone that's watching this wants to do the same, how would they go about doing it?
So I can give you a link. We have a couple of ways that people can donate, but People's fundraising platform is probably the easiest. People can, if they want to, they can choose to support us on a monthly basis with, doesn't matter how small the donation is, you know, regular monthly donation has a huge impact. And that's something that this year we're going to have to work on, because knowing that a certain amount of money is coming in each month to keep the lights on, the doors open, the medication paid for and the food paid for, that's a huge help to us. But yeah, we can provide you a link.
Well, what I'll do, folks, as well, is I'll put that link in the description of this video, so you'll have a direct link to it there.
Thank you.
I think that's the easiest way for me to do that, but I will definitely believe in a donation.
Thank you.
It's had quite an impact.
It's not a small bird, is it? We've got enough of those.
No, definitely not.
Have a small bird as my donation.
Well, listen, no, honestly, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
No, it's been a pleasure, and all the very best with it.
Thank you.
Looking back now, it's easy to remember all the incredible places I visited, but it's the people I'll remember the most. Every conversation, every act of kindness, and every person who gave up their time and helped make this journey something far more meaningful than I ever imagined. They didn't just show me Scotland, they showed me the very best of it. Next week though, I'm looking back at something completely different. Not my favourite places, but the places that surprised me the most. The places I'd never visited before, the places I knew very little about, and the places that completely changed my expectations of Scotland. So, I'll see you next week. Like and subscribe for more van life adventures.